13 off it, 58 for 1.
11 सर्कल पे फर्स्ट प्राइज 1 करोड़ ही है ना।
इस बार तो हर दिन 1 करोड़ का शुरुआत है क्या? तो सोचो कितनी बड़ी बात है। माइल 11 सर्कल पे 1 करोड़ बस शुरुआत है। सोचो कितनी बड़ी बात है।
यह आर्थिक जोखिम संभव है, जिम्मेदारी से खेलें। Jockey Unbeatable Tracks. It's a lightweight microfiber fabric. Stay dry, stay fresh tech, but most of all, it feels unlike anything you've worn ever. Jockey Unbeatable Tracks. Essentials made amazing. Jockey at leisure.
IHG One Rewards, 19 hotel brands, one loyalty program that lets you guess how you guessed.
Exactly, and I think he will still be grimacing with every run that Travis Head scores. Gerald Garcia bowled very well in the first game. Didn't bowl in the power play. This is always a tough over. Well, quite often is, especially with Travis Head still at the crease. That's a reload. No ball, free hit.
Was that an attempted score or something? But not a good way to start his spell here, Kota. High full toss. He's taken a tiara, so he wants to take one. So obviously it can be called a wide as well. But the other thing is, it's not just high full toss, but also it pitched outside the cut strip. So once that happens, that's an automatic no ball as well. It's not just about the height, but the ball has to land inside the strip, the cut area.
Let's hear from the TV umpire.
I guess it's a player review for high no ball.
Yeah, it's over the waist height. Confirm it's over the waist height. It's confirmed over the waist height, gents.
So wasted review because it was clearly well over waist high. So free hit coming up for Abhishek Sharma. The deep square leg and deep third, the two fielders outside the circle. All the way for 6. So the full penalty paid for that low ball.
Now, Gerald Coetzee was very economical the other night, but as Ian Bishop mentioned, didn't bowl in the power play. It was actually the 7th bowler that they used the other night. So bowled in different circumstances, did bowl in the closing overs, so that would have been in a tough situation. But now, these two batters looking pretty good. He's in a tough situation.
You guarantee yourself one thing, Travis Head is going to try to keep coming. What's the option here, Deepwood? What's the option? Bowling one.
It's difficult, isn't it? It's the last over of the power play. Travis Head batting the way he is. It's difficult to bowl to him right now. I guess change of pace. The other thing a lot of fast bowlers have tried in the past is bowl that bouncer. But you've only got 2 fielders right now outside the 30-yard circle. As of now, it's got He's got one on the onside, a deep square leg and a wideish deep point.
A whooping on the goal for Travis Head. He's come in and he started his innings in 6th gear and continues.
But that is some fearless batting there. Absolutely fearless. Opens up his front foot. He's not bothered about missing the ball. And finds the middle of the bat. And also the gap. But this is absolutely brutal.
That will be 50 for Travis Head. The fastest 50 in Tata IPL for SRH. Just 18 deliveries. What an outstanding inclusion at the beginning of the season.
There would have been a few eyebrows raised, particularly from Australia when he didn't play in the first game. Had to find a place for him in the side because of the form he is in. A 50 inside of the power play. He's had a taste of the Tata IPL a few years back 2016-17. Now he's back for the bag.
Just enough. He's a boundary hitting machine.
And he's not stopping anytime soon. Now this is a fairly good option against Travis Head. The short ball gets enough. But mind you, this is the shorter side of the ground for Travis Head as well, the leg side. Just over Tilak Verma there. So the leg side right now is 63 meters, while the offside is a that bit longer.
Let me tell you something, the guy has faced 19 deliveries, Travis Head. He's hit 9 4s and 3 6s. 12 of those 19 have gone for boundary. Dropped on 5. I've dropped a few. It's not an easy feeling if you're Tim David. Best power play for SRH in their history of Tata IPL. 81 for 1. Bowling team needs a break. Siat Tyre's strategic timeout.
सोने दे यार कल मैच है
हाँ तेरा है ना कंटिन्यू यो 4 को 4 बोलो 2 को 5 बोलो नेकलेस को हार बोलो वायर को रात बोलो खाने में तुम तेज डाले कॉफी
टीम से बड़ा कुछ नहीं फ्री मिलर इस खेल में आदत लगना या आर्थिक जोखिम संभव है जिम्मेदारी से खेलें
Don't let me go. Don't let me go. No, don't let me go. Don't let me go. Don't let me go. Don't you ever let me go.
पेज आप कर दिया
Full action film is up. Romance action. Life में हमेशा सबको choice नहीं मिलती, पर अब all you pay आप दे payments की पूरी choice. Pay anyone, anyhow, anywhere. PayZapp by HDFC Bank. Download now.
Dark is here to rule, presenting the new Tata IPL Dark Edition. Colors by Cola makes you wish everything was as vibrant.
On the driver's side, give me a second. Give me a second.
छोटू पिज्जा बन के खड़े हो खुद कुछ खाया कि नहीं कोई जगह पिज्जा
ये वीडियो रुक रुक के चल सकता है पर मैं एंजल वन सुपर है स्मूथली चलता है One click. Yeah. Angel One Super App से investing है fast, secure and reliable. तो आप कब डाउनलोड कर रहे हैं?
Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Please read all the related documents carefully before investing.
Mumbai Indians needed this break. End of the Sea Tire strategic timeout. And there was a lot of talking, a lot of Mumbai Indians players getting involved in conversations because this man has set the stadium alight.
Well, the new kit for the Sunrise Hyderabad has been done. Fiery heat, and he certainly has brought the fiery heat, that is for sure. Absolutely sensational to watch it tonight. It's been very clever as well, like Travis said. He's been good at judging things quite early, and also clever at putting the bowlers off in line.
Here's Charlotte. How many googlies he bowls will only time will tell because the analysts and the analytics of the game talk a lot about matchups, left-handers against the wrist spinners, though the wrist spinner has the googly that can go from leg to off.
Yeah, you shove. I'd rather call him a googly bowler than leg spinner. He bowls more googlies than leg spin, so that should be a good matchup this against these two southpaws. You shove that.
Long enough. Tim David seems to be the high traffic areas all match so far. Couldn't elevate.
Man is one of the tallest on the field as well, Tim David. This was hit so well. Some wonderful innings. What a way to also greet the wrist spinner.
Talked about Gerald Garcia bowling the previous over. Had a lot of conversations about short ball, but Yorkers and wide Yorkers. Just reading a Mukesh Kumar today or yesterday talking about Jasprit Brahma saying to him when he came into the Indian team, "You've got a good Yorker. Why are you only bowling it at the back end? Why don't you bowl it up front?" It's not an easy skill that we saw over today. Get the Yorker, and we saw him last game against Saha, dismiss Saha with the Yorker. It's a difficult skill. That man on the left there, front left, was a master at it, Lassit Malinga. The current master. There's no stopping that. Abhishek Sharma clears into it.
That terrible delivery again, second half tracker of the over. And Abhishek Sharma give for him, second one in this over. Easy picking, brings up the 50 partnership of just 70, 51 run partnership.
Another one. How many are they on target for at this point? 102 for one in 7 overs.
ओल्ड जनरेशन करे झगड़ा न्यू जनरेशन का हुक स्टेप तगड़ा दोनों के अलग है हक मगर स्वाद का एक है कमला पसंद है लाइट अनोखा स्वाद
मेरा अवार्ड
सर आप तो पियानो लेने गए थे
वॉलेट छोड़ना भूल गया
सर बिना वॉलेट कैसे करोगे पे
रुपए क्रेडिट कार्ड से ये यूपीआई पे चले और रिवॉर्ड्स भी दे लिंक इट फॉरगेट इट
टैलेंट चमकता है स्वेट से और कीटो रिएक्ट करता है स्वेट में यूज हुए इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स और फूड्स को रिप्लेस करने के लिए
I'm just telling you what the projected score is. That's subject to change. But I guess my point about Bumrah is you have to be very mindful how you spend his overs. A lot of conversations would have come up about How many does he hold if Heinrich Klaassen gets in later? We are wide. But you also have to be mindful of trying to get Heinrich Klaassen in. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he walks in if a wicket falls now. But then, yeah, Piyush Chawla is such a senior with so much of experience. Yeah. But both these batters in that kind of mood right now. Just watch the ball, hit the ball kind of a mood. The idea was right. But couldn't get enough bat. We'll get a single though. Absolutely no need for that throw. Going back to that point, obviously Bumrah can only bowl 4. He's only bowled 1. And one of the things before this match started was him against Klaassen. And now, with this kind of start, might be pushed to get Bumrah in a little early. Forget Klaassen as of now. What you have to take care of is Travis Head and Abhishek Sharma. And going back to that Yorker thing that you mentioned about, I guess as a bowler you've got to be smart enough when to go into your defensive skill. If somebody like Travis Head is batting the way he is, I think it's only fair to go into that defensive skate rather early. Too high. Got a bit of hand to that, Ishan, but wasn't enough. Byes given.
Things not going right at all from Mumbai Indians' point of view. Just looked like maybe it might have been crossing from Gerald Coetzee. Just bounced a little bit more after the batter.
This is pyrotechnics of the highest class from Sunrisers Hyderabad. They only won 1 game at home last season. Very important to try to get victories here, even with base off it goes. That's why it went in front of square.
I was having a chat with Abhishek Sharma before the game and asked him, is it going to be any different this year? And he said, we're going to go hard at the top. And that's exactly what they've done so far. First game, they got 65 in the power play, and now this time 81. And obviously with the kind of start they've got here, it's easier. But then, I think it's a conscious decision that the dressing room's made this season. Yeah, 68 at just 23. You've got Henrik Klaassen still to come after this. Aiden Martin.
Down to deep third. Catch taken. Bumrah. Naman deep, in fact, the catcher. There's Jasprit Bumrah. How much advice he can pass on to his bowlers will be critical across the season. Big wicket of Travis Head.
And really smart bowling. The technique that Travis Head has had and been very effective opening up that front foot, but this time slow delivery outside that hitting zone, outside off stump, had to reach for the Travis Head, and in the end only managed to slice it. A brilliant knock, magnificent, 62 just 24, 113 for 2 SRH.
जो लोग ग्रो करते हैं दूसरों की नजरों में बड़े हो जाते हैं। अरे
अपने पैरों पे खड़े हो जाते हैं।
बढ़िया नाम है। Thank you.
वेलकम। क्योंकि जो ग्रो करते हैं वो लाइफ ग्रो करते हैं। डाउनलोड SIP करो, इन्वेस्ट करो, लाइफ ग्रो करो।
प्रतिभूति बाजार में निवेश बाजार जोखिम के अधीन है। निवेश करने से पहले सभी संबंधित दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
I'll be waiting for you, Mama.
मैच शुरू हो गया, आ गया ज़ोमैटो। ज़ोमैटो। Chris, do not start this with me. भाई तू ही बता दे क्या है?
पता नहीं, पर आमची मुंबई 5 को 6 बनाएगा।
क्या बात है? मैच हो तो ज़ोमैटो।
एक्शन शुरू करें। एक्शन तो शुरू हो चुका है तावड़े। ये बन गई मेरी टीम।
पहले माइटी मिला बाकी सब बात में इसकी आदत से मैं आपकी जो सफल है जिम्मेदारी से खेली।
off the mark straight away. What a way to get off the mark. All control from Aiden Markram. 117 for 2.
This is Gayandra. I want to thank a very special person in the audience, Samuel Jackson, my first coach.
Hello. Huh? How to the keys yaar? How? Yaar kuch काम आ. और जितना ने मुझे चमचमा की काम. My 11 सौ% जीतो हम बराबर का टेस्ट. टाटा IPL मैच देखो और उनके बाद 7 सवालों के जवाब दो और जीत कार बाइक स्मार्ट टीवी और बहुत कुछ. Only on Jio Cinema.
For SRH, the 24 ball 62. Abhishek's not too far. And it's up to him now. He's in good form. He's had a fabulous Syed Mushtaq Ali trophy. He's batting on 32 of 11.
I mean, you see Travis Head and you think, that can't be better. This young man's 32 of 11. Serious damage control needed. Call in the fire engines. If you're Mumbai Indians, send out an SOS. 118 in 8 overs. Why, Brian? Markram or Klaasen at this stage?
I just think that I think yes, Klaasen's going to play important part, but I still believe there's a period now where Mumbai Indians could get back into the game with SRH losing wickets. Maybe this partnership could stabilize things, make sure even if they drop a point or two here, but take it, where the last 6 overs they can go hard again. So I think I'm all for Markram at this time. Came out, banged the first ball past backward point. It's not someone that will hold the scoring rate back.
Well, with that kind of start, wouldn't you go with Klaasen and his track record? That's good running for a couple of runs. But wouldn't you have gone with Klaasen with his kind of form that he's in, kind of innings that he played in the last innings?
I mean, that's the wicket. Travis said, having to stretch for this one outside the off-stump. Just holding out to the man, moving into the whitish man boundary. Take a comfortable catch. We'll get back to that topic, but I just believe that, if you're playing at this level and you're given a job to do, which I'm sure Markram was given, take things deep. I mean, losing a Klaasen at this stage can give Mumbai Indians so much confidence. But knowing that he's still in the shed to come, if this partnership can keep the momentum, it spells a lot of danger for Mumbai Indians.
So it's been only 1 over without a boundary. Any guesses who bowled that one?
He's got 3 to go. Now, my only concern is, obviously, Aiden Markram is again a very, very good batter. It's just that momentum. You want that momentum to continue. You still want Aiden Markram to bat at a quicker pace, though.
Okay, but tell me if I'm wrong. Klaasen did take a little bit of time to get going in at Eden Gardens. And, he's one that assessed the games nicely, know when he needs to change gears. So, I mean, this could be an opportunity for Markram to really and truly get into the game, get fine. He started really well, but I'm more concerned about making sure that they have a lot in reserve going into the last 6 overs, maybe even 7.
Last 4 overs have produced 72. Opens up the big debate, doesn't it, about how you want to use I know Deep's got a theory about it. It's a theory that's been talked about before. Big contest here today is Bumrah versus Klaasen. He's only ever bowled 1 ball to Klaasen in T20 cricket. But there is a fear that Klaasen can destroy spin. So keep your best fast bowler for Klaasen. Question is, what's the score going to be by then? But the fact that there's a right-hander in, the other spinner's a left-hander too, Shams Khudani. But they consider bowling him. Oh, wow! It doesn't matter if your name is Mark or Klaus and the ball's only going one way.
This man is capable of taking down attacks as well. Aidan Macrum, captain last year of the SRH team, could be aggressive. And another class batsman, Test cricketer, 50 overs, anti-20. I'm sure he understands his responsibilities here tonight.
जो लोग ग्रो करते हैं पेशेंस सीख जाते हैं क्योंकि जो ग्रो करते हैं वो लाइफ में ग्रो करते हैं डाउनलोड एसआईपी करो इन्वेस्ट करो लाइफ में ग्रो
प्रतिभूति बाजार में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। निवेश करने से पहले सभी संबंधित दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
Red Bull gives you wings.
नई जनरेशन का भी एक ही फोकस है, बॉल बल्ला और बल्ले बल्ले।
हर जनरेशन का अलग है अंदाज लेकिन सबके अनोखे स्वाद का एक है कमला पसंद अनोखा स्वाद।
What does he have in his second spell? Oh dear. You've got to help in the field. You have to help in the field.
A little unlucky young man. Nicely bowled, a little bit of stealing back into the left-hander. Expecting a little better from Bumrah. Didn't get anything on that.
Definitely got to put that behind him because it was a beautiful delivery. Good leg stump Yorker.
And this one Benedict was the slow ball. It's a baptism by fire for Queen Barker. And the sunrisers just keep going. Abhishek Sharma 44 to 15 now. Not yet in the 10, not yet 10 overs. They're 138.
Yeah, slower delivery. And that too, a slower which comes into the left-hander, into his hitting zone. So the angle plus that slower, that off-cutter, has stood up nicely. Abhishek, he's enjoying himself too. He's going at 293.
Now down the ground. 50 comes up in just 17 balls for Abhishek Sharma. This is turbocharged cricket. It's almost like they've got the cheat codes to a game. Just 16 balls. Connection. 17 was good enough. 16 is even better.
He just broke Travis Head's record. The fastest 50 by SRH batter.
Excellent shot. Great time of the ball. I spent some valuable time with this young man over the last couple of years. He's got so much talent. Great timer. Wonderful to see him express himself here tonight. Still got a long way to go.
You know, Travis had just hit the fastest 50 ever by an SRH player. His record lasted 20 balls. And this is not even the quickest ever in the IPL. Right, what does young Babaka do next? The timing is superb. Will beat the fielder for 4. Just missed the Yorker by a little bit. He's better off going full, I was going to say, but just a tad fuller. Oh, this is cruelty. Stop the cruelty.
I feel it from Babaka. Beautiful Yorker first ball, squeeze it out. What might have been just a single. Enter the boundary, and then Abhishek Sharma. 6-6-4. After that is in total top. Not sure what he's going to come with. Just 17 years old. Facing the fire here in the IPL.
This crowd must be tired already, merely cheering their side on. 14 fours and 10 sixes so far. Abhishek is in 3 fours and 6 sixes. You know what just happened? He got a dot ball. This is incredible hitting by this young man. He's coming off a fabulous domestic season. Good ball. Good ball. Well bowled, young man. 148 for 2 after 10, the Sunrisers.
अब नजदीकी बैंक जाकर फटे पुराने नोट्स बदलिए। अगर बैंक मना करे तो आरबीआई के ऑम्बुड्समैन से शिकायत करें। आरबीआई कहता है जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
They just fired a starting gun.
Race against the Nazis.
Choice.
19 Abhishek Sharma. 13 of 5 Aiden Markram. Who does Hardik Pandya go to? You know what? He's going back to Piyush Chawla. He's conceded 21 and that wasn't the most expensive. He's got another spinner, Shams Mulani. And if they're keeping Bumrah for Klaasen, I'm afraid it might just be too late. Sometimes you can put all your resources in nabbing somebody, but it's somebody else who's stolen the thunder and taken the loot. Shot that backward point just in front of point. 3 in the arc on the offside. Right, the Rupee Magic Drop is now live. Exclusive deals, never before seen prices. That's why the Rupee Magic Drop, that's what it has on offer for credit card users. Rupee credit card on UPI. Link it, forget it. The match day drop. They might get an overthrow. It's raining opportunities. Are they using their credit card here?
Yeah, nothing's going right for MI and Hardik so far. It was alright for Ishan Kishan to have acquired the stumps. It's a tight call, that extra run. But then Piyush struggled in his first over to find his length, hold 2 half trackers.
There is a hailstorm here. There is a hailstorm in Hyderabad. It's a hailstorm called Abhishek Sharma. 11 of this over. Guess what? There are 159 for 2. We've got 9 overs after this.
Yeah, he's in just phenomenal form again. Tap it on the shorter side, but look at Abhishek Sharma hit that on the front foot. This is an easy pitch as well. The ball's coming on nicely onto the bat.
You know, if they're not going to bowl Shams Mulani, they might as well use the impacts up. Get a Romario Shepherd or a Nabi. Just get them to bowl. You need a bowler. And each of those, well fielded, each of those 2 can bat 2. Powerful batters. Because there's not much point having a lot of treasure in the bank if you're not spending it. Bumrah's got 3 overs left. The score's 161. Straight up, is it long enough? Straight on the line, it's taken. Shavla gets a wicket. Ball that at 112. Well, the damage has been done. The Sunrisers are turbocharged. They lose a wicket, but it's 161 after 11 overs.
There's a Mumbai.
More creation, more possibilities.
सिग्नल तोड़ा चालान कटेगा
जब मैंने निकला सिग्नल है नहीं था
वो पे क्या क्यूबो डैश कैम है ना
Presenting Cubo Smart Dash Cam with superior video quality and multiple recording options.
सर मेरा फोन छीन के भाग गया कोई इसमें मेरी माई टीम 11 की टीम बनी हुई है
पहले माई टीम 11 बाकी सब बाद में इस खेल की आदत लगना है आपने जोखिम संभव है जिम्मेदारी से खेलें
Got 9 overs left. Brian, you're the fielding side. Can you just see someone with a strike rate of 206 coming out to bat? Heinrich Klaasen comes out to bat.
Wow. I think speed and he's going to take a few balls to get settled. I think there's a lot of cushion he has here. It's 14.64 run rate. If they continue at this, 292 will be the total. There's an opportunity here for Mumbai Indians to see if they can just crawl themselves back with a few dot balls.
Go to Shams Mulani. At some point, they had to get the other spinner in. Very tricky at the moment for Hardik Pandya because the game plan has been thrown into disarray by the batting that's come before Klaasen. So they're going to have 8 overs after this, 3 of which will be bowled by Bumrah. And maybe a couple from Kutsir, one. Take a pick.
I just love the plan by SRH. You look at Bumrah, 1 over, 5 runs, but they're still scoring in excess of 14 runs an over. That to me is sensible batting, tactical batting. Know the brilliance of Bumrah, but making sure taking the advantage they have against the other bowlers. Smart cricket.
Just inside the boundary. It was about 12 inches away from another 6. Abhishek. The only thing our stats man is interested in at the moment is can there be another over without a boundary? "25 boundary hits so far already. And normally about 40 to 45 dot balls is par in an innings. There's only been 16 so far.
Hey, even if you play 40 odd dot balls, you wouldn't mind if you're hitting so many boundaries. The problem for MI is that not too many dot balls and only boundaries. There you go. It's long enough, is it? Yes, it is. That's how good Klaasen is against spin. First real opportunity to open up, and he goes big.
He just waits and sweats on deliveries such as those. Tossed up, left hand spin, right in the arm. Impossible to miss with a man in such form.
Halim, Bagare Banger, Mirchi ka Salan. Jo bhi ho, aapko Hyderabad, you're getting it all today. It's a treat, it's a feast that's lit out. And these Hyderabad batters are just digging in. 173 for 3 from 12.
फाइनल सर्कल पे फर्स्ट प्राइज 1 करोड़ ही है ना?
इस बार तो हर दिन 1 करोड़ बस शुरुआत है।
अच्छा क्या?
सोचो माई लेफ्ट सर्कल पे अब 1 करोड़ तो बस शुरुआत है। सोचो कितनी बड़ी बात है।
इस खेल में आदत लगना या आर्थिक जोखिम संभव है, जिम्मेदारी से खेलें।
ओल्ड जनरेशन करे हमरा, न्यू जनरेशन का हुक स्टेप तगड़ा, दोनों के अलग है ना, मगर स्वाद का एक है ना। कमला पसंद है लाइट अनोखा स्वाद।
Domino's over.
Why, buddy? Domino's free delivery.
Oh, ये आ गई स्टेडियम वाली फील। Domino's free delivery. Order now.
For Sunrisers Hyderabad. It's been an incredible show of hitting by Sunrisers batters. They've been going at over 15 since the power play. That was a struggle for them against the Kolkata Knight Riders, was the middle phase where they were going around 7 to the over. Complete change tonight. Now, this is something we've been waiting for. It's just good Bumrah. And up against Klaassen. It's not a battle we've seen very often.
It's a battle that the Mumbai Indians planned. But I can see what has happened before, where the SRH has totally taken charge of this game. In the first 12 overs, the great man, Jasprit Bruma, just won in that period. It's got 3 left. Game on.
The thing is, it is game on now, but I think Jasprit Bumrah should have bowled way earlier than this. SRH have been clubbing everybody. Absolutely every person that's turned up with the Kookaburra and delivered the ball this evening has been pummeled. And Hardik Pandya has waited till the 13th over to bowl Jasprit Bumrah's second over. Not so sure that's what Mumbai Indians required. They needed their paceman, their speedster, the best bowler in world cricket. Trying to break a partnership a little bit earlier. Dawson's a player. He's a proper player. That's the noise that you're hearing in your ear, which is not going to be pleasant for Mike. But this is Henrik Klaassen that is going to get the opportunity. Aidan Martin is going to get the opportunity. It's Morgan who's going to get the opportunity to hit the no ball. Yes, it was a no ball. That's the noise that we heard in our ears. It just gets worse.
I think it's a pretty straightforward position that SRH has to take. I mean, yes, they can afford to try to go with every single bowler, but this man, Jasprit Bruma, could change things for MI. There's still quite a few overs that have to be bowled by the others, and they could take full advantage of those. Henrik Klaassen is all there.
But they're 178 for 3 now. That's what I'm saying. He should have bowled a little bit earlier. Has to have bowled earlier.
Totally agree with you, Kevin. During that period where it was sort of massacre going on, you had to bring your best bowler. And okay, yes, you think that he's going to do a job now, but he could have done an even better job during that period. Maybe get a couple of wickets, stop the flow of runs.
The batters bat differently when Jasprit Bumrah is bowling. And that's just a fact. All the batters around the world, they bat differently when Bumrah's got the ball in his hands. They don't just go on their merry way and go and slog him around the park. So of course he can get a wicket now, he can get Klaassen, but 178 for 3. The game's almost gone here.
Well, it's been great to see the run tonight, of course, but so often people will talk about bowlers winning you tournaments. Wickets are important for all of these teams. Just looking at the early stages of the Purple Cap leaderboard, Well, watch out for Jasprit Bumrah. He will want that purple cap. He was only just pipped to that purple cap a few seasons back by Kagiso Rabada. Could he possibly get there to this season? Unbelievable. Doesn't give away boundaries. It gives away absolutely nothing. 180 for 3.
मैच शुरू हो गया आ गया Zomato Chris do not start this with me भाई तू ही बता दे क्या है
सर आई डोंट नो पर जीप की बिरयानी हैदराबादी खाएगा क्या
मैच हो तो Zomato
But 7 overs to go. Projected score at this rate is still around 280. Unbelievable. It's one of his favourite areas, Adam Markham. He loves that area on the offside.
He's brilliant, isn't he, off the back foot, Aidan Markram. You find out the boys in the southern hemisphere, they're good cutters, they're good pullers. Have a look at this. He just angles his bat as well at the last second to pick the gap behind square. Gets it good, but it's a big boundary out there, so when Mapaka is able to get around and stop it and cut off a certain boundary. Runs are flowing. There's the field, there's the dimensions. And on one of India's bigger grounds, this is a huge score. You have a look at Abhishek Sharma's dismissal. On any ground in the country, that's 6 as well. He chose the biggest boundary to hit it out to, and he fell. But the 6s this evening have been monsters.
And he's still got a couple of 6-hitters to come as well. Abdul Samad is someone who deals with 6s. He loves it. So expect much of the same from him if he gets the opportunity. Still got 6-hitters to come. 14 4s, 12 6s in the innings.
Well, KP, you say it all the time. Players don't care about dimensions anymore. You know, the strength, the bat speed, the bats. You know, it's evolved, and they will have to build new cricket grounds.
Well, I was going to say that. I mean, you have a look at golf courses, and you have a look at Augusta, which is being played in a couple of weeks. One of those tee boxes, they've taken 100 yards back because of the distances that the players are hitting it. You can't do it to a cricket ground. Most of these cricket grounds are in the cities. They're in the towns. There's no way you can knock houses down. Oh, my goodness, that's going to knock a house down. That's also in the top tier. That's the best of Clarkson. It's a full toss and leg stump. And the 6s continue to flow here in Hyderabad.
Exactly where he likes it. With pace, on his bat, full. This could be the start of another onslaught.
Well, he hit 8 6s the other night, Heinrich Klaasen. There's 2 tonight. Has not hit a 4 yet this season. Pretty happy to dispatch it into the crowd.
But it's an interesting discussion point, isn't it, about the sizes of boundaries? When I saw it in the SA20 this year. The players were hitting 6s for fun. They came out and every batter just went 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. You can't make the boundaries bigger. Just can't do it. Most 6s, 2024. He's right at the top of the pops. Of course he is. He's an amazing batter. What a striker of a cricket ball, Heinrich Klaasen. There isn't anyone in the game that hits it like him. 191 for 3.
Don't let me go. Don't let me go. No, don't let me go. Don't let me
जनरेशन का भी एक ही फोकस है, बॉल, बल्ला और बल्ले बल्ले।
हर जनरेशन का अलग है अंदाज, लेकिन सबके अनोखे स्वाद का एक है कमला पसंद अनोखा स्वाद।
It's been hard work for my Indians captain Hardik Pandya, that is for sure tonight. It's a lot of decisions to make. All of my Indians owners be a little bit concerned. Already facing will be a very, very tough target to chase, and there's still 6 overs to go. So, spoke quite a bit about Jasprit Bumrah and his influence on this innings with the ball. Last over was excellent. Despite overstepping once, still didn't concede a boundary. What are they going to get? Well, have you started collecting your new coins? Shop on Tata New. Collect unlimited new coins. Use them without any limits on the app and in stores.
And the one thing facing Jasprit Bumrah now is you have the luxury of just knocking him around. Even if you go take 4 off this over, it doesn't matter. You go to 195, 196 for 3 after 15. The onslaught can happen. He's only got 1 over after this. That's the way to play him now. Brian Laurel were talking before the game, actually, on the way in the car to the ground. And it's exactly what you said about facing Bumrah. You can knock him around. Then you have 16 overs to go hell for leather. And they have.
Bumrah 4 overs for 20 runs is actually a bad spell for him. Yeah, it's so much still to come from the other end. SRH can easily climb up to 250.
Unbelievable by Jasprit Bumrah. He's certainly one of the fan favourites as well as Jasprit Bumrah, and for a good reason, because of his incredible record that he's had in Tata IPL. But question is, will Jasprit Bumrah win his first purple cap in this Tata IPL? Of course, you can vote on www.iplt20.com/fan poll. First time that he got very close to it was back in 2020. 27 wickets where Kagiso Rabada just pipped him for 3 more wickets. He was playing for Delhi Capitals at the time.
And if the batters listen to Brian Lara and knock him around and score off the rest, he won't get close. And we all know they're watching.
He is loving clearing the boundary here at Tata IPL. Larson clears it yet again to bring up the 200 in the 15th over.
Well, we thought this couldn't happen. He is on. Short and dealt with by Henrik Larsson.
This boundary as well. He's been so good already this season. Effective very, very quickly. He was brilliant in the first game, and his 4 overs went for 14, but he also picked up 3 wickets as well. Maybe you were there watching him bowling, and how good is he?
Well, he just continued the good form from the Test series against England. He is an absolute genius. That's what Jasprit Bumrah is. Very slow run-up, and then he loads up with about 5 metres to go, and he's so strong through the crease. He gets the ball to talk both ways, and he has a Yorker that every fast bowler wants and every captain wants. That oval, very expensive. For Jasprit Bumrah goes for 11 to a 2 for 3.
जो लोग ग्रो करते हैं
इंडिपेंडेंट बन जाते हैं
और खुद के लिए रिस्पेक्ट कमाते हैं
जो ग्रो करते हैं
लाइफ में ग्रो करता है डाउन एसआईपी करो इन्वेस्ट करो लाइफ में ग्रो करो
प्रतिभूति बाजार में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। निवेश करने से पहले सभी संबंधित दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
India cools down with Hexa Inverter.
heavy-duty air conditioner. 5. More creation, more possibilities.
Everybody has been expensive except for Bumrah. 23 runs of his 3 overs. Everybody else going for double figures in terms of run rate. Very different story for Gerald Coetzee tonight. You compare it to how he bowled the other night. He was used a lot later, wasn't used within the power play the other night. They were forced to use him a little bit earlier tonight because of the incredible start that Sunrisers had. Change for him. He bowled the last over against the Gujarat Titans. They went for just 7 runs and he picked up the wicket as well. Now he's tasked to try and limit the damage as much as you possibly can. Really tough at this stage where 200 is already on the board.
They're the shots for 2 and they're going to get 2. I think the bowler will be happy with 2. Be happy with anything less than a boundary, the way that Sunrisers have batted this evening. You're happy, captain, happy bench. Oh my goodness, the batting that we've seen this evening. Current run rate, 13.37. They go at 15s, they get a 275. If they go 4 more, yeah, no. Not that had gone just left of 45 on the leg side by the way that Clarkson just waited. Into the deck, slower balls. That's the shout. We've seen lots of them disappear this evening. Markram needs to get a move on. He's got 15 from 14.
I think I'm going to have a serious meeting about that because it's just not what's happening out in the middle with the rest of the batters.
There's been many moments where Mumbai Indians fans will be holding their heads in their hands because of the onslaught that they've faced all the way through, but also moments where the discipline hasn't quite been there.
And that just looks bad because of the situation of the game. That's bowled so many times. I mean, we see it often. Fast bowlers going for the Yorker, but we're 207 for 3. It's a different delivery. It looks like a different delivery. Now he's just got to get back on it and bowl the perfect Yorker. Way better. Much, much better. Can't fault the efforts here from Coetzee. He's up in the 145s. He's bowling really fast. He's giving his absolute heart and soul here for Mumbai Indians, trying to do something. The bowlers here just have to think of their next delivery. They've got to forget about what's happened. It's about the next couple of overs here. Really hard focus on closing out. Getting a couple of wickets, trying to get rid of Clarkson.
These two have already brought up 50 runs together as well. There's still so much time. Last game that the Sunrisers played, the last 5 overs, they scored 76 runs. That wasn't a chase. Different situation, of course. But now batting first, you would think, where they've got such an excellent platform, they may even have more freedom to play. So, where do they go from here? Giving too much opportunity leg side, but the protection is there. We'll end an over that has brought 12 runs for the Sunrisers Hyderabad. They find themselves 214 for 3 after 16 overs. A big score is on. Right now, though, it's time for a little break with the CTI strategic timeout.
Can I get some discount? Red UPI है तो cashback मिलेगा सर. लेकिन normal UPI है तो. So you'll have to do me a favor. I just upgrade to credit. Upgrade to credit. Get cashback till you credit on bills.
My 11 circle पे first prize 1 करोड़ ही है ना?
इस बार तो हर दिन 1 करोड़ बस शुरुआत है.
क्या?
तो सोचो कितनी बड़ी बात है. My 11 सर्किल पर 1 करोड़ बस शुरुआत है. सोचो कितनी बड़ी बात.
इस खेल में आदत लगना या आर्थिक जोखिम संभव है. जिम्मेदारी से खेलें.
तालमेल अग्रीमेंट से तो आरसीए स्ट्रॉन्ग बन गया. आरसीए रूफ कॉलम फाउंडेशन ये तो स्ट्रॉन्ग बन गया.
और बताइए और क्या चाहिए? छत पे एक बड़ा सा पार्टी हॉल होना चाहिए।
मार्बल का फाउंटेन, मॉड्यूलर किचन
और एक कप वैनिला।
अपने सबके लिए तो आरसीएफ स्ट्रॉन्ग होना ही चाहिए। अभी तो दालमिया सीमेंट चाहिए। दालमिया सीमेंट, आरसीएफ स्ट्रॉन्ग तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग।
कम समय में ज्यादा मुनाफा, बस एक क्लिक में। कमाल है।
अनजान लिंक्स पर क्लिक मत कीजिए। आरबीआई कहता है
जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
डोमिनोज ओवन
माय वरी डोमिनोज फ्रीडम।
Oh, ये आ गई स्टेडियम वाली फील। Domino's free delivery. Order now. Fridays are for Jockey Friday polos made with super cold cotton knit fabric for all-day comfort. With the Jockey Friday polos, essentials made easy. Jockey at leisure.
IHG One Rewards, 19 hotel brands, one loyalty program that lets you guest how you guest. मैं तो म्यूचुअल फंड्स में लगाऊंगा।
लिक्विड हटाइए। म्यूचुअल फंड्स में इन्वेस्ट करना हो तो आप स्टॉक्स में, टॉप फंड्स के लिए आप स्टॉक्स, कट द किट, गेट इन द मार्केट। Mutual funds are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.
Have more chocolate ice creams. इतने creamy. की लगे?
Life Master. It's that good.
That's the end of the Sieta strategic timeout. It's gone back to Kwena Mpaka, bowling to his two South African seniors.
They're not bad idea to go wide outside off stump. See a lot of the bowlers do that in the death overs. That's what this young man's trying to do as well. Starts off with a wide. Definitely not a bad idea. Obviously, the left arm seeing the angle always will take it away from the right hander.
Kwena Mpaka's number 50 now. Over his career against space. Look at, I know the highlighted portions of 46% square. You don't normally see 29% straight either. He's a wonderful player against space, Markram. And at the other end, he's a man who just does not know how to hit a four because he only hits sixes. Oh, legend. Legend. First boundary this year. First four this year. For Heinrich Clark. He's only been dealing in sixes.
Yeah, got a little straight this time, Mpaka. Obviously, the attempt was to go wide, and that's what he needs to keep doing, even though he concedes a few wides in the process. Won't mind that. You look at the field deep, and I take your point. With the deep, wide field, it's something that I've talked about across the series. We see Chennai Super Kings doing it quite a lot, and that's obviously the Dwayne Bravo effect. It's an option that bowlers have to practice. A lot of guys are comfortable bowling hard length, but if you can get that wide Yorker in as a defensive method, because when guy goes straight, you're going for six. If a guy hits you that wide Yorker for six, then you applaud him. If it's a good shot, extra field on the offside now. But even if you go for a boundary, I don't think you should go away from it too soon.
It's not that guys can't score on that side, but it limits them.
Boom, boom, boom. It's only a question of how far. If you're young Mabaka, you're waiting for the nightmare to end. You're waiting to get up and think it never happened. 56 this year. So Heinrich Klaassen is 40 of 18 and he can do no wrong. There's a picture that speaks 1,000 words.
You see, that's what I'm talking about. If it's straight, that was too straight. That was only off stop, and that's the penalty that you pay for. Yeah, good man to be rolling. The orange carpet sits well on him. Close to 100 runs a start.
Oh, he's got that right. Went past the bat, but it went too far from the bat.
And that's all right. Now stick with it. Klaassen, top of that tree right now. He's such a destructive batter. We keep talking about how good he is against spin, but he's equally good against pace as well. He's got all the shots, whether it's down the ground or square off the wicket.
Talk about Queen Parker and what he's experienced here today. You're 17 years of age, so that guy and all the other folks who are close to Queen Parker have to say, look, this has to make you a better bowler, a stronger performer. People may look at him and laugh and say, oh, you took a part in your first IPL game. But these sorts of experiences, if you're mentally strong enough, could actually make you better.
Just finds different places of the ground. This is some partnership. 71 of 40. Mabaka bowls out. It's 2-3-2 for 3.
Welcome to Cool Stylish Fans Match Center Live. Get ready for unique perspectives. A fresh way to read the game. It's not just analysis. It's the cool new way of talking cricket. Cool Stylish Fans Match Center. Only on Geo Cinema.
Cool Stylish Fans Match Center Live on Geo Cinema is presented by Cool Stylish Fans Above All, in association with Google Pay, and Fabricate by D-Decor.
Very good. Hello. Huh? How to the leader? How? Come on. और जितना में मुझे चमचमाती का
My11 Soap presents Jeepo Karaoke Contest. Tata IPL मैच देखो और उम्र के बाद आसान सवालों के जवाब दो और जीतो कार, बाइक, स्मार्ट टीवी और बहुत कुछ. Only on Geo Cinema.
Anyone who dares to go my country shall feel my...
3 is the highest ever in an IPL game. They're going to get there. They're going to get there in 6s. This is insane hitting. I promise you, nobody, none of these Orange Army who are in such large numbers could have ever dreamt of seeing anything like this today.
The point you're making, Bish, look at the field. As a bowler, what you're trying to do is get a Yorker straight that opens up down the field and also the onside. If you can get your Yorkers right every time, good luck.
This is now the highest total ever by the Sunrisers. Still got 1 over a spin left. Umrah's got 1 left. Kukshe's bowling his last. Hardik Pandya's bowled out. Mabaka's bowled out. It's got to go to either Chawla or Mulani.
And what they're hoping for, Mumbai Indians, is to get rid of this guy on screen before that spinner comes into the attack. It's not that Makram or someone won't be able to take the spinner apart. But the fear for them right now is they want to get Klaassen dismissed, ideally.
Got to play to your strengths, though sometimes I think they play too much to Klaasen's strength and reputation. Good bowling. Consider the 6 first ball. He's come back well. Even if you count 3 balls as a comeback. It's been a chastening experience. You're right about Mapaka. I think it depends on what his own mental makeup is. He's such a young man. They'll get 2, then come back for 2, and it's a half century for Heinrich Klaasen. We've seen an 18-ball 50, a 16-ball 50, now a 23-ball 50. What a player Heinrich Klaasen is, the kind of form he is in. He's got to be the premier T20 batter in the world at the moment.
And this is without him kind of going into overdrive. He looks so comfortable. Hasn't played those high risk shots either.
The entire innings has been on overdrive. Just a single. 2 overs left. 243 for 3, the Sunrisers.
फैमिली डिनर चल रहा है यार पापा ओ पापा जब तक टूर्नामेंट ऑन है शर्मा जी का बेटा मेरा बेटा रो रो बेटा
अच्छा टीम से बड़ा कुछ नहीं फ्री मिले इस खेल में आदत लगना या आर्थिक जोखिम संभव है जिम्मेदारी से खेलें
ये वीडियो रुक रुक के चल सकता है पर मैं एंजल वन सुपर है स्मूथली चलता है
कुछ दिख नहीं रहा है ना ये एंजल वन सुपर ऐप
एंजल वन सुपर ऐप से इन्वेस्टिंग है फास्ट सिक्योर एंड रिलैक्स तो आप कब डाउनलोड कर रहे हैं
Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Please read all the related documents carefully before investing.
Awesome. 51. Almost without realizing, Hayden Markram's on 42. Most days 40 of 26. You're celebrating a fine innings. A 421-kilometer range. It ensures effortless long drives. A power-back partner for electric journeys that punched on EV. I think these two have gone further than any car can take you.
Heinrich Klaasen, so consistent as well. He's destructive. Find fewer players in this format who's as destructive as he is, but how consistent is he? Had a really good season last time around and a good year so far as well.
Have to ball it again. Next the question really, Vishti, is it the surface? Is it poor bowling? Or is it just breathtaking batting? One of those days when the batsmen have been in sublime form.
I'm giving a lot of credit at the start to Travis Head. He was dropped on 5. Yes, he played some wonderful shots and he put pressure on the bowlers. They weren't able to then cope with it. Abhishek Sharma came in and then he started destroying the remnants and putting pressure on the bowling group, and they just haven't been able to cope. It affects your execution as well. It's a brilliant batting.
And amidst the breathtaking batting that we've seen today, you've seen nuggets of bowling excellence like this one from Jasprit Bumrah.
He's a class act. Beautifully bowled. He does well actually there, Mark. Keep that away. We can come back to that question of Harsha. Got to agree with the Bish there. It's in a combination of some mind-blowing batting. The surface as well, it's a really good surface to bat on. But discount that. The bowling too as well after those couple of overs. It's very difficult for bowlers and also bowlers who are very young like Kotse or Mapaka to come back stronger. Looking at the pitch map, it's way too short. Where you want to be is between that 6 to 8 meter mark. And you see that pitch map there. Very few deliveries bowled in that area, the good length area, especially first up, the first 6-7 overs.
This is on a day when there's been such great batting. This is one of the best. Because this was a low full toss, very low full toss, very difficult rate for 4.
250 comes up. It has been superb skill and power hitting. And they're trying hard to dislodge one of these guys, especially this guy, Klaasen, before the spinner bowled the last over. Not happening yet.
Beats a fielder inside the circle. Even the mighty Bumrah is now travelling for boundaries. Surely this is going to break every batting record in the history of the IPL. 263, the previous best Chris Gale made 175 out of those. This is more ensemble cast. Everyone's come in and had a portion of the feast. When the sun sets here and the feast is laid out, that is what you get. If the ball said I've had enough.
You can't blame the ball for that. And slithers that ball.
And talk about him being destructive and lethal, but look at that for timing and placement. And that's why he's so consistent. It's not just about hitting from Klaasen.
The other thing I've loved, and I think it's this crowd here that has enjoyed this batting. This stadium is dressed up beautifully. The orange is spectacular. And the atmosphere is brilliant. And who knows what can happen if that spinner has to come in for that last over.
Well, the spinner has to. Piyush Chawla 2 overs for 34. Shams Mulani 1 over for 12. When that finds the gap but not the boundary, they'll come back for 2. It's a 13-run over from Jasprit Bumrah. Just 1 left, but it's 256 for 3.
Great UPI तो cashback मिलेगा सर.
लेकिन normal UPI है तो.
So you'll have to do me a favor.
I'll just upgrade to credit UPI. Upgrade to credit UPI. Get cashback till you credit payments.
Hi. More to the rope that's stopping them from going further. Even closer now, inching closer to 263. Cover on the boundary, long off, long on, deep mid-wicket. They've reviewed the white call.
Yeah, can you show me that? Yeah, it's called pitch. Yeah, pitch behind the bowling crease. Maybe. Yeah.
The batting side reviewed it because they wanted to see if it's a no ball. He's gone back to bowling over the stumps. That is wide as well. He's trying to play that angle as Mulani. Now Hardik Pandya, the fielding captains reviewed this.
It's given wide. Yes, I am satisfied. You can stay with your white ball, Pepin.
So reviews galore. The first review, if the ball had pitched outside the cut area, then that would have been a no ball. That's what they wanted. Now more in line. Big bag of popcorn arrives with these such mundane gifts compared to all that we've seen so far. Let me get you some Kubane Kamita, or double Kamita. Seen all that here.
It's been that kind of a bad innings today. Popcorns and ice creams.
Hit very hard into the boundary for four. And these are not the shortest boundaries by any stretch of imagination. This is just carnage. And the score is 263 only once before. That's 263 ever been made in an IPL game. 100 of the partnership comes up to. We're losing track of landmarks. Straight to the fielder. But over him. He just came up a little bit. So it's gone over him. And what a dramatic way to bring up an IPL record.
And that might go down as half a chance there to end of the pad. Had he been on the boundary?
I think he might have got it if he'd been on the boundary. 269. Another one that's teasing and teasing for six. Fielder looked up in anticipation, hoping something would come his way. It didn't. Just sailed over. The airport's very far away from here, but all they're doing is watching the ball sail by like they might be watching planes.
And that's all you can do as of now. There's nothing much you can do.
Last ball. It's going to end at last for the fielding side. And it'll end with a single. No, end with a two. They charge across and complete the second. And that in itself tells a story. Well played, the Sunrisers. 277 for three. And who would scarcely have believed when we were down here at the start of the game that this is what we were going to see. It's an incredible day. And all that the Mumbai Indians bowlers can do is acknowledge that they've seen something out of this world today from the Sunrisers.
Yeah, incredible start at home for SRH. And pretty decent, a very below par record last season, but this time around starts with 277 for three in the 20 overs of batting.
Whenever I had ice cream or cold water, I would experience a sharp shooting sensation, so I just kept ignoring it. Even my hot chai was giving me the same amount of discomfort. My dentist recommended Sensodyne, so now I can be completely carefree and sip my hot cup of tea. It really works.
किस्मत का आगे देखिए कैसा खेल निराला है लवर लौट के आए हैं मुझको होने वाला क्या हुआ है पानी दे तो बोले
MTV Splits Villa 15 starts 30th March, Saturday, Sunday, 7 p.m. Only on MTV and Geo Cinema.
For their fans today, the Sunrisers batters just kept giving gift after gift, never really stopped. The batting was of the very, very highest caliber. And the man who in this home can do no wrong, Heinrich Klaasen. Tell us about batting on this surface and this purple patch that you're in. But it's the orange cap that you're wearing, so put it on.
Yeah, it's we've got the best groundsman in the world. He's producing some unbelievable wickets for us to battle. It's a very good wicket, and we had a perfect start there with Trevor. It doesn't happen a lot that we almost 100 after the power play. So the tempo was set there up front, and we had the ability to catch up. And I didn't bowl the best ball in the power play to strike early. We've got some fantastic boys in that, and they can also play.
You must feel invincible in the form that you're in.
No, there's a lot of pressure that comes with it, and this game humbles you very quickly. So my feet is firmly on the ground. We do the hard work, and let's see what next game brings on off the bat.
There was a feeling that Jasprit Bumrah was being held back for you, Heinrich. Is that the way you saw it too?
Yeah, that was our plan, and like I said, I think they must have picked there up front. They've got incredible strikers up front in the batting lineup. That just set the tempo, so our work was basically done. We couldn't just have fun there today.
Did you in your wildest dreams imagine 277?
No, but it's incredible to have my best mate next to me playing that innings as well. Aiden has played a fantastic role there. We will have long beers in the future about this.
We'll let you go. You've got to change your pads and come back on again. But that orange cap on an orange dress looks very good.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, started off with that Travis had hitting 60 of 24, but then it just went on and on. There was Abhishek Sharma then 63 of 23. Markram continuing 42 unbeaten of 20, and then Klaasen took it to the next level, 80 of just 34. Gwenal Parker, first over 7 looked very impressive, now for 66. Nlhe, 1 for 57. Hardik Pandya, 1 for 46. Even Bumrah held back, not for 36. And the spinners between them, 2 4 overs for 67. Nobody was spared. Even extras were 90. How do you look at a score like this and say we are in the game? 278 to win for the Mumbai Indians.
277 for 3, the highest score in the history of the Tata IPL, and it belongs to the Sunrisers Hyderabad. What a knock from each and every member of that squad. It started with Travis Head, Abhishek Sharma, then that South African partnership as well. And speaking of South African might, I've got AB de Villiers alongside me here. 277 for 3. And the last time we saw anything like this, the carnage that we just witnessed, was when this man was around at RCB, where we saw 263, Chris Gale with 175, this man 31 of 8. But this day will remain historic in the annals of the Tata IPL. How do you sum that up, AB?
Just when you think things can't get better at the IPL, at the Tata IPL, it just improves. Every single season, something special happens. And how about that for making a statement, you know? I mean, Travis said, great replacement coming in. I don't know who was the mastermind behind that. Daniel Vettori, perhaps Cummins. But a great move, getting him up front after his ODI World Cup form. And then Abhishek Sharma. What do we say about that? Following up on that, it would have been so easy to consolidate and just to find your feet again. But he took it on straight away. Maybe that free hit helped. And we'll get to Mumbai Indians now in a minute. But then Heinrich Klaasen, in my opinion, the top of the crop tonight, because the ball got older. He placed 3 overs of Bumrah. What an outstanding knock that was, supported by his good friend Adam Markram, as he said in that interview just now.
Yeah, really nice to hear from Heinrich Klaasen at the back end of that innings, just stoic almost, even after all of that. But just look at the towering sixes that went around the park from each and every batter from the Sunrisers. Klaasen finishing 80 of 34 with 7 sixes. And as ABD said, He did it against the older ball as well, and that's what makes it even more impressive. But halfway through that innings, 148 from the first 10, and that's where already records were tumbling.
Yeah, so as people will know, in the first 6 overs, you only allowed 2 fielders outside of the ring. And Travis said the kind of form he's in at the moment, he just exploited that bowling attack. Every single mistake that was made, he got on top of it. Yes, he put pressure on, and that's what makes him one of the best openers in the world at the moment in T20 cricket. He took a couple of bowlers off their lengths, as you can see, a few good shots, and then forced them to change their plans. As Owen Morgan in the commentary box mentioned, and then some unbelievable shot. A bit of finesse with the power. 62 of 24 balls. That is a blistering start in any format. T20 cricket at the IPL, that's exactly what you want on a good wicket.
Yeah, Travis Head got to his 50 in just 18 deliveries. And then 22 minutes later, Abhishek Sharma said, anything you can do, I can do better. Travis Head was absolutely brilliant through the leg side, carving it through the offside as well. And it seems like Travis Head, you put a blue jersey up against him, and he does wild things. We saw that in the World Cup final versus India as well. But a majestic innings tonight, backed up by Abhishek, and he went one better. 50 of just 16 deliveries, AB. This young man was moved down the order, but it didn't bother him.
Yeah, unbelievable. That first shot for 6 was not a free hit, so that helps early on in the innings. But then for him not to sort of go into his shell and think like, you know what, let's just get a run of ball for a while. He just kept going. Obviously, he's got all the shots in the book. I haven't seen a lot of him over the last few seasons. I've seen a couple of 50s here and there, but this tops it all. This shows the class of the man. And this is a statement to everyone out there in India, selectors included. Guys, I'm also in the mix, you know.
Form does funny things. And then Heinrich Klaasen, 80 of 34. You said this was perhaps the most destructive of them all, just given when he scored the runs too.
I don't want to sound biased. He's South African. We all know that. But put that aside, he came in where it's a situation of we just lost a wicket. The ball is older. All of a sudden, 5 fielders outside the circle. Jasper Bumrah's got 3 overs left, and he countered all of that with just phenomenal cricket. Very smart play in between as well. He respected Bumrah's first over, knocked it around, got a couple of twos, and then he just opened up his shoulders and decided it's time to roll. And that means a lot to him, standing out there with his friend at the other side, and both of them playing a good knock, because Markram was under pressure in this game.
He certainly was, and he came away alive and kicking at the end of it. Now, turning over to the chase, can Mumbai get there is the big question. We've asked you guys this on Geo Cinema as well in our fan voice question. Who do they target, AB, in a chase of 278?
All of them. You can't hide here. The problem with this chase is, in my opinion, they made too many basic errors.
Yeah.
I've never looked at a total. I want to see how we perform as a unit and as a team. Unfortunately, 10 plus mistakes were made. They were basic mistakes. And I feel that's going to cost me by Indians tonight. I'm not giving them a chance here, but plenty of things have happened.
Plenty of things have happened. Markanday will be in the mix as well. You've got Pat Cummins, Bhuvneshwar Kumar. They've brought in Jaydev Unadkat for Natarajan as well. But 278, the highest run chase in the history of the Tata IPL, needed for the Mumbai Indians. Fireworks expected? Let's take you straight there.
कूल फैंस के स्टाइलिश डिजाइन से घर की शान बढ़ाएं।
कूल फैंस जो दे आधी बिजली में ज्यादा हवा कम आवाज की।
कूल फैंस स्मार्ट भी स्टाइलिश भी।
ये फैब्रिक केयर है, हाई परफॉर्मेंस फैब्रिक्स को डेकोर, इजी क्लीन, स्टेन्स को मैं आसानी से वॉश कर। प्रेजेंटेड फैब्रिक केयर, द हाउस ऑफ ब्यूटी दैट मीन्स द प्रोटेक्शन, डोंट हैंडल करे।
कुछ समझे दया? हाँ सर, इसका मतलब है डेटा ऑन। Google Pay के साथ फट से डेटा टॉप अप with no extra fees। फास्ट एंड फ्री टॉप अप के साथ अब CID का सस्पेंस नहीं रुकेगा। इसका मतलब है
Rajasthan Royals versus Delhi Capitals in the Tata IPL tomorrow 6:30 p.m. streaming free on Geo Cinema.
I need to fight this war and win it.
हाँ
और ये बॉलर तेजी से आगे बढ़ते हुए
यार लेने विकेट करते कमाल
presents Jeeto Club Development Contest. Tata IPL match day को अनबने वाला 7 सवालों के जवाब दो और जीतो कार बाइक स्मार्ट टीवी और बहुत कुछ। जीता धन only on Geo Cinema. This Tata IPL Geo Cinema presents a dedicated camera on your hero. Switch to Hero Cam.
ये फैब्रिक है हाई परफॉर्मेंस फैब्रिक्स को डेकोर इजी स्टेन्स को मैं आसानी से पोंछ दूं प्रेजेंटेड फैब्रिक है हाउस ऑफ डेकोर ब्यूटी डॉट एंड
कोल फैंस के स्टाइलिश डिजाइन से घर की शान बढ़ाए
जो दे आधी बिजली में ज्यादा हवा कम आवाज की
कोल फैंस स्मार्ट भी स्टाइलिश भी
That what the Mumbai Indians will be chasing here. A mammoth task, a Herculean task. Highest T20 score ever made on Indian soil. It's never been chased in T20 cricket anywhere. A great opportunity, given the history of the numbers, for Pat Cummins' team to begin their home sojourn with a victory.
और ये बॉलर तेजी से आगे बढ़ते हुए
यार ले विकेट करते कमाल भाई की बाइक का है सवाल
Royal Episode presents Jeeto Club Development Contest. Tata IPL match day को अनबने वाला 7 सवालों के जवाब दो और जीतो कार बाइक स्मार्ट टीवी और बहुत कुछ। जीता धन only on Geo Cinema.
Domino's over.
Why, buddy? Domino's feel it.
और ये आ गई स्टेडियम वाली फील Domino's free delivery order now.
A mountain to climb ahead of Rohit Sharma and Ishan Kishan. Ishan failed to score in the previous game. Brian Lara, Natalie Jamanis alongside me. There's a lot of quality and skill in this lineup. What's going to be the approach of this batting unit?
Well, to chase down such a total, you've got to be going guns throughout the innings. But most importantly, the power play. 2 fielders outside the circle. You must look for a record score in the power play. You have to go hard. You could lose the game in the power play, lose wickets, unable to chase such a big total. But this is the time where Rohit Sharma, Ishan Kishan has to go hard to put themselves at least at the run rate required in the total scheme of things. This is the period. 75, between 75 and 100, I believe, would be a good target in these 6 overs.
Natalie, what are the Orange Army and their bowling unit going to bring to this score defence?
Well, Bhuvneshwar Kumar bowled beautifully the other night with the new ball. Thought he didn't give it any width, didn't really give too many scoring opportunities, and he'll be used first. Whereas Mumbai Indians did something a little bit different, giving the 17-year-old the new ball, and then we had Hardik Pandya bowling the second over. And they wait a little bit before they brought on Bumrah. So a little bit of a different tactics in that we've got Bhuvneshwar straight up first from their point of view. He doesn't give away a lot of runs. So it's not going to be easy to just go all guns blazing first up. I think from Sunrisers' point of view, I'd be interested to see when they feel an opportunity is possibly to bring on the spinners, what's the right way to go. But they've got so many runs to play with that the pressure is not on them at all.
Umran Malik getting his first run out today. He's the impact player. But can Bhuvneshwar get it to swing? Can he get it to deviate? There's a deep third and a deep fine leg. Travis Head is the one replaced by Umran Malik, the speedster. little bit of shape. He went for over 50 in the previous game. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar were very profligate at the back end of the innings. But he can swing it up front. Hoping that's enough to defeat one or two batters.
These couple of overs in the power play is so vital for SRH. Swings the ball, he gets wickets. SRH would be so happy if they can see the back of a Rohit Sharma in this power play.
Deep point in place. The deep third has been moved to deep point. Square. And Rohit Sharma takes it downtown for the first runs, the first boundary for the Mumbai Indians.
Well, we spoke about Travis Head being a boundary hitter. He is one as well, playing in his 200th match for the Mumbai Indians in the Tata IPL. It's a special occasion for him, but he's got a mountain to climb. You would expect his approach to be just this, positive and attacking, as he's played his entire career.
There is that deep point. 200th IPL match for Mumbai Indians for Rohit Sharma. Some of the discussion centered around can he bring his ODI World Cup aggression to this year's IPL special presentation to him, number 200. Five-time title-winning captain.
Kishan. Not much in the first game. As an opportunity here to get some form, hit some lofty blows, get some confidence. Again. Slight field change. Tidmark coming in short, backward point on the boundary.
Got a glove to it. We'll wait to find out whether it is off the body. Yes, leg by signal. Just on that deep point, you're seeing it to both batters, right? You're thinking, not so much thinking deep third, you're thinking a good batting surface, a number of shots are just going to go square, even if it's a half decent delivery on the offside anyway. Nine without loss.
फैमिली डिनर चल रहा है यार पापा नो पापा जब तक टूर्नामेंट ऑन है शर्मा जी का बेटा मेरा बेटा नो रोहित बेटा आप लोग
टीम से बड़ा कुछ नहीं फ्री मिले इस खेल में आदत लगना या आर्थिक जोखिम संभव है जिम्मेदारी से खेलें मैं तो म्यूचुअल फंड्स में लगाऊंगा
ये किट हटाइए म्यूचुअल फंड्स में इन्वेस्ट करना हो तो आप स्टॉक्स पे आइए टॉप फंड्स के लिए आप स्टॉक्स कर द किट गेट इन द मार्केट म्यूचुअल फंड्स आर सब्जेक्ट टू मार्केट रिस्क्स रीड ऑल द रिलेटेड डॉक्यूमेंट्स केयरफुली बिफोर इन्वेस्टिंग
Jaidev Unadkat, who played for the Lucknow Super Giants in 2023, a few games. Single team. Jaidev has also got that deep square leg and that deep point. His two deep fielders. Got a boot on it. But it still races away for 4.
This is the sort of scenario that can really drag Ishan Kishan into form. A few years back in Abu Dhabi in the IPL, Mumbai Indians had to score, batted first, had to score a lot of runs, and it was against SRH where they had to have a massive victory. It did not happen for them. And on that day, Ishan Kishan was on fire.
Home teams have been doing justice to their own conditions so far in Tata IPL 2024. And tomorrow, Rajasthan Royals taking on the Delhi Capitals, 7:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Sanju Samson, who started in blazing form again. Lovely. All the way to 6. That's the Angel 1 Super 6.
See the man in the back of square leg boundary, just very square. Now moved a few yards to his right. Rohit Sharma waiting for that on his hips, helping it away for another 6.
Down the goal this time. That sort of aggression that we saw in the Men's World Cup late last year in 2023. Much needed here.
It's much needed and needs to continue, obviously, through the power play and beyond that, as we saw from Travis Head. This is just the start where he would have wanted. Clever batting, anticipating what the bowler is going to do. Now he's under real pressure. Here's an made his way from NSG over to Sunrisers. And in his first game this season, he's under pressure. So, point fielder comes up. And now there's extra protection leg side.
Oh, Rohit will feel that he missed out on a boundary. 27 without loss.
RCF Roof Column Foundation ये तो स्ट्रॉन्ग बन गया और बताइए और क्या चाहिए छत पे एक बड़ा सा पार्टी हॉल होना चाहिए मार्बल का फाउंटेन मॉड्यूलर किचन और एक एक्वेरियम होना चाहिए ये सब के लिए तो RCF स्ट्रॉन्ग होना चाहिए अभी तो दालमिया सीमेंट चाहिए दालमिया सीमेंट RCF स्ट्रॉन्ग तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग Can I get some discount? Credit पे तो cashback मिलेगा सर लेकिन normal UPI है तो so you'll have to do me a favors.
Thanks. No deep third. One bounce into the boundary for Ishan Kishan fortuitously.
Mumbai Indians are going to take these boundaries any way they come. 31, just 13 balls delivered. Swing into leg, take outside edge.
He's left short to bat. How many sixes are we going to see tonight? Further on. Pick the length beautifully.
Well, it's already 21 in the day. It's an incredible amount of sixes when you think we've just started this chase. It's into such a good position. It's a good surface. It's coming on nicely. Very interesting start to this chase.
My goodness. It's almost sometimes today as if you just sort of lined up the bowling machine and you were just having target practice, range hitting. We had that discussion today that Jasprit Kumar and Mukesh Kumar said that you bowl the Yorker at the end, why can't you bowl it up front? It has value. Yeah, that was a knuckleball. Someone approached me on social media the other day. Why aren't they bowling more of it? Anyway, the deep point has been moved to long on, so there's a long on and deep square leg. Long on ain't stopping that. Ishan Kishan on the march.
This is some unbelievable hitting all day. 326 runs in 22.5 overs. Oh my. They are all in for a treat here tonight.